Now on CoastTV News.
A new lawsuit against U.S. Wind, this time backed by a local fisherman and former Attorney General Jane Brady.
Cyber struggle. Millsboro's library still can't access the internet after an attack and attempted shakedown.
Parks and U. Lewis wants feedback from the people in the first town about the future of Great Marsh Park and how they'll shape outdoor recreation.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
The newest challenge, this time from these people in the fight against wind power along the coast. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the new lawsuit filed against DNREC.
The Brady Legal Group filed the lawsuit today. The group filed that lawsuit on behalf of the Caesar Rodney Institute. The Caesar Rodney Institute is a conservative group favoring fossil fuels and against wind projects. They're challenging DNREC's authority to grant permits to U.S. Wind for offshore wind construction, which includes future transmission lines. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zippe shows us why the group sounded the alarm over the approval process.
Local Sussex County fisherman Wes Townsend was on stage today as the Brady Legal Group announced its lawsuit against DNREC. Townsend considers the ocean his office, and he worries about the impact wind turbines will have on his livelihood.
The windmills are going to create such echoes off the radars that we're not even going to know where everything is.
The Brady Group is representing the Caesar Rodney Institute, a right-leaning think tank in Delaware that is closely aligned with the state policy network, which, by its own admission, is against wind power and favors fossil fuels.
None of the permit applications are complete.
Jane Brady is leading this lawsuit, a former Republican Attorney General here in Delaware. Her argument today focused on the permitting process.
Law and the regulations they adopted require that approval for the zoning required as part of the project be done before the permits are granted. And in fact, it's a mandatory component of the application itself.
So far, U.S. Wind has not responded to these claims, and DNREC has given no comment. And in the past, DNREC has argued that the project will bring more than $100 million in benefits to the state through workforce development, dredging projects, and the mitigation of climate change. Townsend doesn't see turbines as a win for the people that frequent the coast.
I have friends of mine that live in Baltimore. They come here, they have a boat, and it's just a little boat. They fish in the Indian River Bay. Well, if it destroys the fishing here, then they're going to move, plain and simple.
The lawsuit was filed on Monday to the Superior Court in Sussex County, and they will have 20 days to respond. I'm Kevin Zippe in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV News.
The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management will be holding a series of in-person and online public meetings regarding plans for the construction of offshore wind turbines as close as 3.5 miles from the Ocean City shoreline. The proposed project would be in addition to the 114 938-foot-tall turbines that are 10.7 miles from the shoreline that were approved earlier in September. The meeting is October 2nd from 2 to 8 p.m. online, and you can register beforehand online. This brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know who should have more input in offshore wind decisions. Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour.
Well, 71% of you saying residents should have more input in these offshore wind decisions. Quite a few people, 15% saying the government should have more input. Some saying environmental groups, local business, and fishermen.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. Go to CoastTV.com or use the CoastTV mobile app. We'll show you updated results on CoastTV News at 11. Sussex County Library still without internet following a cyber attack just over 1 week ago. Libraries across the state and in Sussex County, they experienced an outage. The Director of Policy and Communication with the Delaware Department of State told CoastTV the only thing they can confirm is that they were hacked by ransomware, which is a malware that demands a ransom in order for you to access your computer again. This has left a lot of Delawareans like Larry Ruths searching for working internet.
I tried to print something this morning and I wasn't able to print. And I saw the message that the system was down. I found out that it's statewide or it's something bigger than just my little town in Laurel.
Some libraries have no internet today. The Director of Policy and Communications with the Delaware Department of State says this is an ongoing investigation.
Moving now to Lewis. If you've left some items on the beach in Lewis, you only have a little bit of time to bring them back home. Locals must remove all items from the dunes and beach by October 14th. After this date, the city will begin removing any remaining items. Locals have until October 30th to claim their personal property, with a final deadline of October 31st. And we're going to take a live look now into Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at the weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Christina. And it continues to stay very cloudy. Overcast conditions will prevail for the rest of the evening. We're at 68 degrees in our Ocean City site with our Hershey's exterior camera, and we're going to hover at about 68 degrees and kind of hold steady there for the rest of the evening. We are concerned about the possibility of flooding. This is going to be a concern as we go into, let's say, Wednesday night for just about all of the Delmarva Peninsula. We'll have more on your full forecast in a moment. Till then, back to you.
All right, Paul, thank you. Well, getting a one-day liquor permit for events in Worcester County will now be simpler and more convenient. The Worcester County Development Review and Permitting released a statement last week regarding the changes they're making. The permitting process for a one-day liquor permit can now be done completely online. The Deputy Director of Permitting says this process moving online will just be easier for everyone.
We're here to serve the public. We're here to get the nonprofits out there, and we want everybody to have a good time here.
And if you're looking to have a one-day liquor permit for an event, be sure to submit it 30 days prior for approval.
Ocean Pines Police Chief Tim Robinson addressed traffic concerns and recent state grants at a meeting Saturday, September 28th. He reported that since July, police have made 210 traffic stops, leading to several violations, including speeding and driving without a license. Robinson highlighted over $60,000 in grants for officer recruitment, special event policing, and highway safety enforcement, bringing the total to nearly $84,000 for the department.
The second annual Latinos Unidos Student Summit is returning to the first state. Organized by United Way of Delaware, this summit will be a half-day gathering to connect and uplift Latino students from around the state. The summit is by and for middle school, high school, and college students who want to turn up the volume and activism for student unions and associations. The summit will be held on Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Las Americas Aspira Academy in Newark. Participants will be able to select 2 out of 10 workshops on topics ranging from mental health to leadership training, voting, and the importance of civic engagement.
What I think the students can expect the most is to have fun, to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel liberated, and to be empowered to be unapologetically Latino, Hispanic, whatever, where their family and their roots come from. It's a time to celebrate their culture. It's a time to learn with their peers.
The registration deadline is October 1st, although they will welcome students who did not register on the day of the event. Bus transportation will be provided from Georgetown, and for some more information, head to our website, CoastTV.com.
On Monday, a white SUV drove off Route 1 and rolled into Rehoboth Auto Repair on Coastal Highway at about 12 p.m. According to an employee of the shop, an elderly couple was driving who had an appointment with the shop. They had driven through the parking lot, through a grassy area, hit a tree, then flipped into the building. The Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company confirmed that the elderly couple had to be manually removed from the car. One was flown to Christiana Hospital by Delaware State Police, and the other was taken to BB Healthcare in a Rehoboth Beach ambulance.
So I was standing in front of 4 tires over there. All I heard was a rapid acceleration, and then you heard a big thunk, and then another big thud, and everything just came crashing down. And I went running because I was only I want to say 12 feet away.
The condition of the couple is unknown at this time.
New in Rehoboth Beach, the city is starting construction to their busy Rehoboth Avenue this week. The city had plans for paving the roads and fixing the concrete, but according to DelDOT, the paving part of the road work will not begin until next spring or even the fall due to budget cuts. One couple says any type of improvement for a busy city like Rehoboth is great.
I think any Rehoboth improvements is advantageous to the whole community, whether you're a local or whether you're a tourist. I think it makes it better. Busy season's crazy.
Right. You got to play. It depends on the weather, but they got the time, and you see there's not that much going on.
And while the paving portion might not get started until the springtime or even next fall, the concrete portion is starting tonight. And we'll have a lot more in this story coming up tonight on Coast TV News at 11. And we're just getting started here on Coast TV News at 6.
The Country Calling Festival just around the corner. There's a toolkit with all the information you're going to need if you're attending.
And we're expecting breezy beach conditions as a small craft advisory stays in place for the rest of the night.
But first, the future of land in Lewis. What could come of Great Marsh Park after a recent survey? We'll be back in just 60 seconds.
We're bringing bright hope to Delaware by creating opportunity. As Secretary of Labor, I focused on preparing the workforce of tomorrow. And in Congress, I've worked to strengthen career and technical education. Jobs that might not require a four-year college degree, but do require skills. With jobs like these. Together, we can build the workforce of today and tomorrow. I'm Lisa Blunt Rochester, and I approve this message because our opportunities should be limitless.
Now is actually the time to get your house ready for winter weather.
Call All Exteriors and get your loose shingles or siding repaired now.
Bill will send someone as soon as tomorrow to assess your repair and give you a quote on the spot.
Even if you don't have the budget for a whole new roof, making a repair now can prevent more costly damage later.
Get 25% off any roofing or siding repair, plus free financing if you need it.
Call today for a free inspection.
Roofing, siding, gutters, decking, and windows, all exteriors.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
From our Coast Copter, you can see 66 acres of land, and it's the future of the Great Marsh Park. The Lewis Parks and Rec Commission is letting people help decide the future. The land currently encompasses a dog park and a community garden, but soon could have a lot more. As Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us, right now, it's a place for people and pets.
Dogs playing, and people gardening. These are some activities you currently see at what people call Great Marsh Park in Lewis. The Lewis Parks and Recreation Commission created a survey asking locals to express their opinions about what they envision for the future of the land. Some residents are worried about overdevelopment and want to preserve the land, while others, like Maria Cordanier, are ready for more recreation.
More things for people to get out of their developments or their neighborhoods and use the parks and then meet people outside of their, local community. So as it is, I think that the area has some wonderful parks, but expanding would just be great.
With 66 acres of land, the possibilities for future amenities are endless. On the survey, some options included an outdoor amphitheater, walking trails like this one, and even roller skating areas. Perrin Smith is a part of the Lewis Community Garden. She hopes the park is used for things like walking and leisure.
We're losing a lot of land to development on the edge of marshes, and marshes have a really big ecological, role.
The area is now empty woods and marsh. Soon we will know whether that will remain. In Lewis, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Take a look at your golf forecast. Listen, we are expecting for it to be not so great because, listen, the deal is this. We're looking at cloudy skies, drizzle, light rain. All that is happening on Tuesday. You know what? Just table it till Wednesday or Thursday.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Every family deserves a cozy mattress, a table to gather, and a space to relax. At Alton Brothers, credit problems are no problem. Alton's in-house financing works with you to get the furniture you deserve. Proudly helping families for over 75 years. Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury.
Not happy with your home's builder-grade gas fireplace? Let Shegrin Home Comfort Products upgrade your fireplace with a new one from Mendota, Regency, or Cozy Heat. These gas fireplaces add both warmth and aesthetic to your home. Shegrin has plenty of different styles and sizes to choose from. What are you waiting for? Start your fall fireplace project now before it's too late. Stop in one of our local showrooms or give us a call at 302-644-7700 to see how Shegrin Home Comfort Products can warm up your home.
The American black duck is an iconic species well known throughout the Delmarva Peninsula. Although the population is currently stable, they're well below their population goals and they're considered a species of concern. The USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service looks to increase and restore black duck habitat throughout the Delmarva Peninsula.
I utilize the Working Lands for Wildlife program to help transform a low-lying wet area into waterfowl habitat.
To learn more about the Working Lands for Wildlife program, contact your local USDA Service Center.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Don't accept no for an answer. You deserve a second chance. Alton's in-house financing works with you to get the furniture you deserve, helping families on Delmarva with their furniture needs for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers in Salisbury lately?
I would never take a tax credit that I wasn't entitled to.
Angela Alsobrooks took tax deductions she did not qualify for.
Alsobrooks improperly took advantage of tax breaks she did not qualify for.
Alsobrooks claimed a homestead tax break for a townhouse she rented.
Alsobrooks is accused of improperly claiming senior citizens tax breaks.
She used multiple methods, which she was not qualified for, to save thousands of dollars.
No, I don't believe I'm above the law.
Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
We are still carrying several coastal flood advisories, and with a little rain on the way, we've got to keep a close eye on that rain and how it might affect things, especially take into account possible high tides. Now, our Tyndall Casual Furniture right now in Laurel, we're cloudy, as you can see, and 68 degrees. Now, we will drop to 67 with partly to mostly cloudy skies for tonight. We had a chance to warm to pretty close to the norm for this time of the year. We got up to 74 degrees in Georgetown, 72 degrees for the high in Ocean City, as well as Salisbury. Now, with the coastal flood advisory, I want to make a distinction here. A coastal flood advisory means that for communities that are next to, let's say, bayside cities or along the coast. In other words, if you live near a big body of water, this is for you. All the inland areas, not so much, but we got to include everybody, okay? So we're talking about Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico. This is a concern for us until Wednesday night at about 8 o'clock. Now, in Worcester, we're concerned about that until Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning. For example, like Ocean Pines, North Ocean City, West Ocean City. See, all of this is actually where we would have water. And then for us in Sussex, we're talking about all of the beaches, Lewis, Dewey Beach, Rehoboth, Ocean View, down towards Fenwick Island. In addition to that, we have some very active winds. Small craft advisory until 6 o'clock. This is talking about 25-mile-per-hour winds. That's pretty robust. From there, all the way down to Ocean City, all the way down towards Chincoteague. Right now, we're not seeing much in the way of rain, but we have a little bit of rain just on the other side of the peninsula, and it's knocking on our door, and we're starting to see some circulation here with some stronger storms. And those are the storms I'm concerned about dumping a lot of rain our way on Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, mainly cloudy with some showers to the north, and we'll continue that going into the afternoon hours. Wednesday, we should be over it as far as the rain is concerned. So we should see more in the way of sunshine by the time we get to Wednesday. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. So let's keep a close eye, particularly if you live near that large body of water. That's the distinction between a coastal flood advisory and, let's say, a flood advisory for everybody. So Tuesday's the day we keep a close eye on things. But if we get past that, we're looking pretty good for the rest of the week.
Thank you, Paul. The Country Calling Festival is just around the corner in the town of Ocean City. Communications and the Country Calling Festival put out what's called a toolkit with up-to-date information about what to expect before, after, and during. This will take place Friday, October 4th and Saturday, October 5th. The toolkit contains information about transportation, parking, and the event timeline. It's encouraged to print a copy or share it online, as the information is very important for those attending.
And tomorrow, Delmarva Sports Network will air Faith, Family, and Field Hockey, the legacy of Susan Pusey. Susan was a force in Pocomoke, winning 16 titles in field hockey over 28 years as head coach before passing away in 2015. That's at 8 p.m. on DSN.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, a sad day today in the sports world and the world in general. As Dikembe Mutombo passed away at the age of 58. The NBA Hall of Famer and humanitarian died of brain cancer. Mutombo was a four-time Defensive Player of the Year over his 18-year career. He starred at Georgetown and played for 5 teams in the league, including the Sixers, leading Philly to its last NBA Finals appearance in 2001. Off the court, he started the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation to improve quality of life in his native Democratic Republic of the Congo. And tomorrow night, we remember a local legend on the shore. Here's a preview of Faith Family Field Hockey, the legacy of Susan Pusey.
Coach, you can give a few words of wisdom there.
She was an inspiration to everyone that she knew, or everyone that knew her.
Everything she did, she gave 110%. If she was going to do it, she had to give her all.
Coach Pusey was the hardest loving of them all. She loved in every way possible.
That'll do for sports. Have a great night.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
A transportation hub to the inland bays, Massey's Landing is a great place for boaters, campers, or anybody who loves the water.
Massey's Ditch runs between the Rehoboth Bay and Indian River Bay, and with views like these, it's a perfect spot to enjoy Mother Nature's beauty. But it's also an important navigation channel for both commercial and recreational boaters. The ditch is one of southern Delaware's busiest waterways, and that traffic has only ramped up thanks to a recent dredging project, ensuring this passage stays well-traveled and well-loved for years to come.
As a fellow veteran and family-owned business, Morse Roofing and Siding loves to give back to those that have served for the freedoms of this country.
Dear Lieutenant Colonel Richard Marks, thank you for your service. In honor of your 20-plus years in the U.S. Air Force, we would like to give you, as our gift, this new Certainteed roofing system at no cost to you.
And right now, we would like to give a free Certainteed upgrade to any military veteran between now and December the 31st.
There's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
You shouldn't have to choose between the kitchen update you need and the vacation you want.
With Paul Davis, you can have both.
Change the look of your entire kitchen. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition, and it's done in as little as 3 days.
All for half the cost of a tear out.
And that vacation you wanted?
We'll give you that too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2, extended only through October.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
This week at Johnny Janasic. Buy more, save more with up to an extra $1,000 off our everyday low prices or up to 60-month special financing. It's all going on now, only at Johnny Janasic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
I'm Mark Stevens from Hartley, Delaware, and I utilize the USDA's Wetland Reserve Easement Program to improve wildlife habitat for deer, waterfowl, and other wildlife while improving water quality. If you have at least 10 acres of woods or wet, unproductive cropland, you may be eligible for compensation to restore and protect the wetlands on your property. To learn more about the Wetland Reserve Easement Program, contact your local USDA Service Center.
This week at Johnny Janasic. Buy more, save more with up to an extra $1,000 off our everyday low prices or up to 60-month special financing. It's all going on now, only at Johnny Janasic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Our Rehoboth Beach camera, Boardwalk Plaza. I'm seeing an R where there's no R today. 67 degrees, 17-mile-per-hour winds. So the winds are staying very active, making the waves a little bit on the aggressive side. So just be mindful of it. This is a good illustration of why when we talk about those small craft advisories, why you got to take them seriously, because that's actually some serious height that's coming with those waves with 25-mile-per-hour wind. So we have a coastal flood advisory in effect for basically Sussex going into Wacomico, all of those areas. And then we're also watching out for the very gusty winds along the shore. You can keep up with your forecast with our telephone line. And here's a look at your extended Paul Davis Restoration forecast.
All right, thanks, Paul. And thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.